Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Mr. Fred Wright of Childersburg will be Thursday at 2 p.m. from the Childersburg Chapel of Curtis and Son Funeral Home, with burial in the Green Hills Cemetery. Visitation Wednesday evening, 6 till 8 at the Childersburg Chapel. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Mr. Paul Hallman of Sylacauga died at his residence this morning. Curtis and Son Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Mr. Virgil Hay of Childersburg passed away at his residence on Monday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Graveside service for Mrs. Billy Field will be Friday morning at 11 a.m. from Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation will be from 10 until 11 at Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing the service. Funeral service for Zachary Zach Taylor Brewer, age 28, is this morning at 11 a.m. from the Chapel of Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega, with Brian Camp officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mr. Franklin R. Hart is Wednesday at noon from St. John Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with the Reverend Roger Holsclaw officiating. Burial in the Pine Grove Cemetery in Sylacauga. Visitation today, 1 until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Hart died March 30th at his residence in Sylacauga. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Hazel Marie Tuck, age 62, is 11 o'clock today at Bethel Baptist Church, with interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Funeral service for Dr. Teresa G. Irvin, age 50, is today at 1 p.m. from New Hope Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with the Reverend Bobby L. Harris officiating. Burial in the Pleasant Hill Baptist Church Cemetery, Sylacauga. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Dr. Green passed away on March 24th in Bloomington, Indiana. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Ms. Freddie Mae Han, age 83, of Sylacauga, will be Wednesday at 1 p.m. from St. Paul AME Church in Sylacauga, with the Reverend Xavier Beasley officiating. Burial in the Sylacauga Cemetery. Visitation today, 1 until 8 at the funeral home. Ms. Han died March 27th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Ruby Ann Jenkins, age 86, of Alexander City, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home, with the Reverend Wayne Hicks officiating. Burial at the Hillview Memorial Park. The family receiving friends Saturday noon until 1:30 at the funeral home. Mrs. Jenkins died Easter Sunday at UAB Hospital from head injuries sustained in a fall. She was a member of the Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church, where she was also a high school teacher with a master's degree. The family will accept flowers or memorial contribution can be made to the Duncan Memorial United Methodist Church, 3997 Hillaby Road, Alexander City, Alabama, 35010. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home directing. And Miss Jessie M. Tuck, age 76, of Alexander City, died Monday at Russell Medical Center. Final arrangements are pending. They'll be announced by Armour's Memorial Funeral Home of Alexander City. These obituaries brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.